Oh man, check it out. We got the Nerf Gel Fire Mythic here. This is, this was a very hot topic when it came out about 2 months ago. People were excited about it. Some people hated it. And I've been doing gel ball reviews or blaster reviews. I mean, a lot of them for about 2 years now. And you guys know me. For the last couple years, I've been saying, man, this is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's becoming a thing. And then when Nerf announced this, I was like, oh my gosh, people, I told you. They're going to come out with more stuff, and I think it's still going to be a pretty big deal here in the US come this next year, especially with Nerf hopping online with their own Nerf Pro line. But still, nonetheless, I got this online for, again, about 90 bucks, which is really, really high comparison to some of the stuff that's currently out on the market right now, which I think is actually about equivalent to the performance of this. So let's just hop right in. Let's take a look at what comes inside the box, and then we're going to get out and shoot this thing. So in the box, it comes boxed to field ready, as most of these gel blasters do. You have the blaster itself, you have the top hopper, a little cap so you can keep some gel balls in there, a cool removable battery with a USB Type-C charger on it, glasses, gel balls, muzzle, and you're ready to rock and roll. So again, maybe a few hours for you to get from box to field ready because you have to let the gel balls sit. But anyway, let's just get out and shoot this thing. So you're gonna notice, at about 40 feet, 45 feet, okay, it's not too bad, even 50 feet. This thing shoots pretty well. It does have single and full auto, and for the most part, it shot great. I think there are certain angles on this that the blaster doesn't like to shoot, so even if you get some jams in there, you kind of have to jostle it around to kind of shoot, but enjoy and watch, guys.
And shoot this thing. The alien way back there is roughly about 30 feet, 35 feet from where I'm at, and then, of course, the kind of birdhouse and stuff on the picnic table is roughly about 25 feet. So let's go ahead and shoot this thing and see how it goes. All right, not bad, not bad. Definitely hit that alien pretty easy. Notice if I have to do that, I kind of have to shake it from time to time to get these things to feed. Doesn't like to be pointed down. I've noticed that. Okay, mine keeps getting jammed. Try this again. All right. Okay. Now it seems to be feeding a little bit better. Not terrible rate of fire, but decent. All right, filled up another one. We're going to see how long I can go full auto with giving a little bit of shake. See if I can empty this whole hopper in one go. Here we go. Oh, it's already getting messed up. Let's clear it out. Do a little shake again. Here we go. Yeah, so you definitely have to shake it every once in a while. Let's go back inside.
So there you go. Go back and watch that more if you want to. It's a neat little gel blaster. I'll get you that. But you guys did notice that, a lot of the times I kind of had to shake it. There are certain angles I didn't like to be pointed down, or, too aggressive up or tilt, but sometimes you gotta, you gotta tilt it so that big hopper is like not in your way, right? You have to tilt it like this. So there were some angles that I think other manufacturers have figured out to get around some of that clogging and jamming issue. I did notice on the gel balls too, when I was, letting them sit for a little while, I think these are a little bit bigger of gel balls. I like to believe they're like 8 or 9 millimeter, or maybe 7 or 8. I'm gonna double check on that, but they are slightly bigger than the standard gel balls that I typically see for most of the kind of off-brand blasters. So what's really neat about this thing are some of the pros is, cool, you got this removable battery, and it comes with its own USB Type-C charger. You plug it in, and it is good to go. This thing charged in less than an hour for me. So I thought that was kind of neat. A good, robust, bigger battery instead of those little small dinky ones. Fits basically right there in the bottom of the handle, clips right in, and it is good to go. It does have a collapsible stock in a sense. You would look at it and you would think that there is multiple positions on there, but unfortunately that's just one. It's either closed or open. And the open position actually felt pretty good. It felt just about the right position for, for having some type of stock. But yeah, you can't adjust it anywhere in the middle there. You can see that it just slides in and out, and then it just locks. So that position for me felt really, really good. I think that was almost about perfect. So I was like, ooh, that's kind of nice. It does have a select fire kind of switch in the back, or rotator if you want to call it that. It does have the off, which is really, really nice. The next, if you just rotate it one, it has single shot, which is okay. It is what it is. And then, of course, you got full auto. I ran this thing full auto all the time. The single was all right. Nothing too crazy about it. And then, of course, the top, this does hold 500 gel balls. They do give you 10,000, which is about the standard. And 10,000, you guys, will take you a long time to shoot. I was literally in my backyard shooting non-stop with this thing. I actually almost put about 20,000 rounds through this already, and it's been pretty decent so far. You do have the removable muzzle. Sure, it looks kind of cool without it, but yeah, keep that muzzle on there because then you have that orange tip on the front. But still, in the hands, it looks really, really cool. I don't think it looks bad at all. It definitely has a good quality feel about it. They have the moldings right, they have the plastic right. It is very, very solid. The only cons that I could say about this particular blaster is the performance of it. I was a little bit underwhelmed on the full auto, as well as some of the feeding issues that I have. I think that something that is kind of comparable to this is the SKD CS001. You guys can check out the full review here. This actually shoots faster than this, and I never had any feeding issues with this. I could pretty much just go like this and shoot a complete hopper all the way through. So whatever they're doing with the funneling, whatever on the inside here, it is much better than what is on the Mythic here. But maybe they'll get there on their second or third versions of this. But this currently is about half the price of this, roughly somewhere right in there. So you can almost get 2 of these for this. And this comes pretty much ready to rock and roll. But still, it's like, oh man, the cost of this is just what's killing me. I do want to show this up against some of the other kind of gel blasters, so I'm going to throw this up here. You guys can kind of see it's right on par. It's like a mixture of a bigger gel blaster and a smaller gel blaster. Definitely the weight you can feel, for sure. It just feels a little bit more quality, but I've never had an issue with some of these other gel blasters that have hit the market. I think that if you were really out on the market for a gel blaster to perform, you guys know me. Let me pull this thing up here. The Unlock series here, or check it out here, these are no joke. The fire rate, the fill, you guys know this thing breaks down into just a kind of a handheld blaster or an SMG or a full-fledged blaster like this. And this is roughly the same price as this. So, I don't know. They better figure something out, because I think that other companies have beat them to the game already, because they're coming out with stuff like this, which is just phenomenal. This was like the next step up from something like this. Even though this is good, this right here, the Unlock, whoo, again, if you guys haven't watched that review, go watch it. This thing was just an absolute animal. If they came down in price on this to roughly around like the $35 range, I could see it being a good step in to the hobby. But when you're talking like 80 bucks for this thing, oh my gosh, it is, it's just a little steep for what is comparable out on the market right now. So overall, guys, if you got one, you got one. I would currently say if you're going to order one, wait for the price to come down or wait for it to come on sale, or look at something like this. I did leave a link down in the description if you guys are kind of curious, because some of the stuff, again, that's already beat them to the market as of about 2 years has come a long way and is really, really good. This is a good first step for Nerf into the gel flinging hobby, or the gel flinging, you know, arena, but I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what they come out with next. I'm just thinking, man, if they came out with something bigger like this, it better not be like 180 bucks. I'm like, oh, that's just killer. They really need to lower the price, get these in people's hands so that they can start competing with stuff that's already been currently out there, tried and tested, and just good. I mean, again, these things are just phenomenal. The fire rate on these and all the stuff that they've worked out from the first couple years that I reviewed, gel ball blasters, they have come a long way, and I feel like the Mythic here is about a year behind the current development of current gel ball blasters and where they're at. But hey, that's just me. Again, it's unbiased opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm always curious if you guys got one or you guys didn't get one or whatever the case is. But yeah, let me know. Thanks again, Fox fans.